Alfred Hitchcock does it. I've seen it in Mystery, Pickup Artist. It's pretty sweet. So Aftermath got me this there goodie. I was looking at pictures of birds and bees. There's a saying, don't go back the way you came. So I length and width. So I Google, then I Yahoo. There's an old school web crawler. I read a book about fighting, and it said you everything in triangles. And if you watch cartoons, everybody does, but there's Batman. I always like Batman. Batman was always cool. There's kind of like the Men in Black. They're called Oblong. First time I saw it, I mean, it's from anime, but it was after the Chronicles of Riddick, and he was coming out with the new one, and in between they came out with the cartoon. That's the first time I saw the elongated anime. So it goes both ways. I like pick up video games and hip hop. Anime, I like anime. I'm not the biggest fanatic. I wouldn't call myself the spokesperson quite yet, but to make a point, and it goes both ways in chemistry, empathy. If you feel really good about something, best foot forward. I mean, it could be to where you're an expert and the female knows nothing, or Dr. Grant, she says like attracts like, and you're both anime fans. Libraries here in Santa Monica. There's 2 Santa Monica, maybe 3 Santa Monica public library. I have seen here in the Santa Monica area about 3 or 4 that I haven't been to. Out of the 100 that exist, I've been to, call it half. Call it most of them. That third math got me this their goodie. So I'm taking a music class, and if you know the Black Keys, they're in betweenies, so they're a high that and a low that EMF. And it's a sharp and then it's a flat, so like a B. So in math, what that's saying is that if you talk yourself up, that's a good thing. And if you talk yourself down, it's kind of tacky. No good. Kind of want to, you know, dress yourself up. I grew up in a business environment, so I mean, this is a coat. Remember Jill Taylor from Good Time? She wore a red one. Wear slacks, hip hop. I roll them up. Flops, flip flops. They make you a goody two shoe. So I wear a hat. So this is what I dress like, you know? It reminds me of the internet dating days. So you want to talk probability? I quote, it was one of the TRU, and if you know who TRU is, like Master P, No Limit. And he says, I love ghetto pussy. And if you've been working on your mystery method, you're David D'Angelo or you're Ross Jeffries, if you've ever been out of the house, if you've ever been to the mall, if you've ever been down to Santa Monica, we're about to go with this camera. We're going to go hit Venice, spend about a week on Venice Beach. Big eared park, I like both. It wasn't a big controversy back in those days, so I was a Biggie fan and I was a Pac fan. Putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. So I imagined a goddamn, you know, Bugs Bunny carrot, but it's talking diamonds is what he's talking about. So we're gonna go to Venice, and really that's all there is, you know, girls in the ghetto, in the hood, a lot. So what just occurred to me right now is going to the Beverly Hills Mall. I've driven past it, been to the Century Club. From what I know, that's the only reason people go to Beverly Hills is the Century Club. There's a mall next door. Beach is down the street. I mean, the beach is down the street from everything. I've been looking at maps, and there's something new called the Orange Line. It's a bus that was supposed to be a subway, and subway kept collapsing. So 10 years later, we get a nice bus line that's faster. And if you follow the map, it goes east-west. So if you're heading east, that's the Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Pacific. Ice Cube has a quote: "Rises in the east but sets in the west." The sun, the Pacific Ocean. The best way to know is I guess you can round it off as an anecdote from the dummies, Wileys. They tell you little stories, and the whole point of telling you a story is maybe you don't remember exactly what you were talking about at the time, but you do remember the story, and then it clicks and you remember, you know, you remember everything. So the whole point that I'm making is Pacific Coast Highway, Atlantic Pacific. No, it's just little things. An anchor from NLP, if you're familiar with NLP, it's kind of like when the baseball coach on first base is and he's wiggling his ear to so it goes from fucking break down baseball, you know, talking about playing baseball, you're talking about sex. So if you hit a home run in sex, you're fucking. Second base is stinky finger. So if you're up to bat, let's call it third base is oral sex. First base is kiss. That's about 9 minutes on 3. If you've ever given a speech, you know, you go up and it's a 5-minute speech, it's a 10-minute speech, and you nail it.